Over the last 12 years of owning multiple seven-figure agencies, coaching programs from niches everywhere from real estate all the way to here, helping all of you guys with your SMMA agencies, one thing has held completely consistent for how we've been able to achieve success, and that's by leveraging communities that fit into our Flywheel offer. And I'm going to show you what that means in just a second to be able to make that happen. And recently, with the launch of Skool, with the launch of Highlevel communities, they are back to the forefront. You know, Facebook groups have been how we've done it for years, but now there's more and more tools everywhere for you to be able to leverage these to have even more success. So I wanted to shoot this quick training on how to simplify the process down. As I'm about to show you, we've created at least 4 different times communities that have helped us create multiple seven-figure businesses. And I want to boil that down into exactly how you can create something as simple as a $10,000 per month business on the back of a community and how that all fits in. So without further ado, let's dive over and get shit done. So I'm going to walk you through all of this, but first I want to explain where does it fit into the flywheel. You know, most people's offers look kind of like this. They look like a funnel, meaning they're going to do a lot of marketing, they're going to do a lot of sales, and if you fit that one offer, then you get to become part of it. But everybody else can just kind of screw off. We don't have a place for them. We're not ready for them. They can't afford our stuff. They're not ready to buy from us. Cool. See you later. And the way that we teach people is to create a flywheel. Specifically, the inner circle here is what we're looking at. Okay, so that means having a place for evaluators, people who might not yet be ready to pay you money and are just evaluating their options. Places for beginners who might be ready to take that first step with you, maybe even make a tiny financial commitment, but not the rest of it yet. Regulars who are ready to buy your stuff. Champions who are ready to be with you long term. We want to have a place for all of them. And specifically for the evaluators and beginners part, we have leveraged a lot of successful communities. For our agency, we had this once up to over 5,000 members, real estate ads that work group that we have made a lot of money out of by doing some of the strategies we're going to talk about here today. We have the 7-figure GSD group with almost 13,000 people that we still operate out of. You can see a live I did just today on the day of shooting this video that we run our multi-7-figure coaching program. We have a lot of our offers in the flywheel, like our Diamond Club, which you'll see directly below this video that you can try out for just $7. You can get direct face-to-face weekly coaching from myself and my business partner with over 20 years of experience launching successful multi-7-figure digital agencies. And a lot of that stuff is done right here in this community. We have our acquired program from Nick Robbins that we bought a long time ago that we also have a group here that we run out of. We have our GHL Mastery group, which is a vertically integrated company that we own that is a part of the GSD umbrella. Again, we just launched this group with them about last year and it's already grown to 7,000 members, and it's where we do a lot of this stuff. The backbone of how we're able to have these businesses is having these communities, these places to house them. And you can do it just like us inside of this platform right here, which is Facebook groups. You can do it inside of places like this. You can see we have one inside of Highlevel now, which is coming along a lot, right? You see they look very similar. Highlevel has launched these communities, these platforms, and this kind of stuff that we've launched inside of there. You can do it inside of Skool, which has a lot of great features and stuff that's been rolling out lately. All of this stuff is great, and we have always recommended using it. But how can you do it? How can you create a $10,000 per month community in under 90 days on Facebook, Skool, or Highlevel? Well, it first starts with defining your audience. You'll notice across all of these, what are we talking about? Real estate ads that work, 7-figure agency, GSD group. We know specifically who it is that we're talking to. And when you're picking your audience, when you're defining your niche, you need to be really concentrated on these 4 first steps. Okay, 1, can you get them consistent, repeatable results? Can you help this person? 2, can they afford to pay you? Can they afford to pay you $1,000 a month plus maybe some ad spend if that's what you're doing, and make enough money back from that to be able to support themselves and their business? Can you find them in abundance online? Meaning, do they hang out in Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups? Are they online? Do they have websites? Are you able to find them so that you can reach out to them, so that you can talk to them? Do you even like these people? You know, one of the biggest things I see people make a mistake at is they think, okay, I can get results for these guys. These are who I want to talk to, without thinking of, do you even enjoy talking to them? You know, if I hate a certain group of people, if I wake up tomorrow and I have to talk to realtors all day and I really dislike speaking to realtors, it doesn't matter if I'm the best marketer in the world. I'm going to be a jobber at that point, meaning I want to clock out at 5 o'clock. I don't want to do anything else. But if you want to grow a business, if you want to scale, you actually need to have the ambition, the motivation, the energy to go find more and more of these people, something you won't have if you don't like those people. So this document right here, guys, I'm going to link directly below this video so that you can grab it. You can make a copy of it by going here, make a copy, and then you can kind of work through your way through some of this stuff. So I want you guys to be able to have this. So once you have your niche selected, you're like, okay, next thing you want to do is create a Keystone training. The Keystone training is really important because it can be used for specifically paid traffic and organic traffic, like 2 steps to drive people to your group. So what is a Keystone training for your community? Well, if we go over here and we look at the agency, GSD agency group, if I go to guides, you're going to see a number of Keystone trainings inside the guides. We have strategic partnerships to grow sales. We have assets like the perfect stranger method, which is an organic marketing training. We have scary offer masterclass, which is a more in-depth training version of what I just told you about for defining your offer and your niche. Sales training. So we've actually got a bunch of Keystone trainings in here. If you go to the real estate ads that work group, again, same thing down here, you're going to see low cost, high value seller leads, something specifically that realtors are always wanting, right? These are Keystone trainings. And so what you want to do is you want to pick a very specific topic that solves a very good problem for your niche, something that you're really good at, something that is a very specific pain point, okay? Once you have that Keystone training or that Keystone PDF or that Keystone thing, you're going to put it inside of your guides, or you're going to put it inside of your learning section, or you're going to put it inside of your course area on Skool, right? Wherever it is on whichever platform you're using, you're going to house it in a very specific, easy to access area, but that's locked behind having to join the community. You're going to make that happen. Once you have that, cool, we can move on to step number 3, which is drive traffic to your community. Now you have 2 main ways to do this, okay? Organic or paid. Organic is just using your time, right? 2 resources we have in life. We have time, we have money. Organic is using time, paid is using money. Organic side here, okay, we have add targeted friends. That means if I want to go and target agencies, for instance, it's like, okay, let's go say this and go, I want to talk to digital marketing agencies, right? Okay, so now I am going to go to people here and say, cool, there's a whole bunch of digital marketing agencies. Or I can go to groups where they're housed and there's a whole bunch of them there. And I'm going to add them as friends. Add as friends. Add 20 to 30 of these people targeted every day. If you do that, then when you go to your group, so say I go to my agency group right here, I can actually invite friends. Now, what will happen is when you're doing this, adding targeted friends, as they accept your friend request, if Facebook ever wants to cooperate, these ones right up here at the top are always the newest ones. So if you're adding targeted friends, 30 to 50 a day, and you get like 10 or so accepting them every day, you'll have 10 or so that accepted brand new targeted people right here that you can send the invitation to join your group. Doing this is a great way to organically grow your group slowly every single day by sending those targeted invites. Posting daily, having content, having engagement, and having SEO built into your subject on the top is a great way to get other organic traffic, because Facebook will recommend your group based on the SEO, the titles, the words, that kind of stuff that you have, as well as the engagement level, who's engaging with it, who's doing what, all of this kind of stuff will get you recommended to other people. And then finally, leveraging that Keystone training piece, you can do stuff like 2-step posts, and I'll show you what an example of a 2-step post is down here. Doing this free training, or I just did a free training on this amazing result, do you want the link for free? And you'll get a whole bunch of people just like this commenting, and all you have to do now is say, cool, hop in my group. You send them the link to the group, hop in the group, join the group, and then you'll be able to watch the free training. Do this and you'll be able to very quickly grow an organic audience inside of your community. The second way is to do paid traffic. Now on my YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this right now, there's plenty of guides on how to successfully run Facebook ads. Okay, so let me just show you a couple of quick examples. If you go to the channel,
have you been paying attention? The old
itself. So if you scroll down here, honestly, actually, there's inside of the playlists, you'll see a whole playlist on Facebook ads trainings. I show you this because specifically, I'm not going to go into the exact specifics on how to run Facebook ads, but there is plenty of training right there for you if you want to go ahead and learn some of that stuff. But basically, you're going to be using a lead form ad, not from, but lead form ad to your free Keystone training. So again, like this two-step post here, you'd be running an ad that says, hey, want to learn how you can add voice AI to your agency and increase your monthly retainers to $10,000 per month, exactly how our students are doing it. Simple ad, right? Lead form, opt in, send them an email and a text saying, hey, training is housed inside the group. Click here to go watch it. Thank you page, same thing. Link to the group. Very easy, very cheap leads. We're able to get, with the right offer, right audience fit, we've been able to do about $10 to $15 per new group member every single time we've run these ads. Of course, then we have all of this stuff. What do we do next? We need to monetize our audience, right? Number one way to do that, message new group members, do weekly trainings, two-step posts. So new group members, specifically with our stuff, you'll notice we go over here, we're asking them questions. Right? Hey, are you this type of person? Yes, cool. Do you want this other free training? Cool. This group is for you and we have this amazing offer for you. Do you want to talk to us about doing it? Yes, right? All of these are reasons and abilities for us to reach out to this person. This person already looks like they bought from us, so I'm just going to let them in, and gives us reason to actually go through and say, cool, you said you do want this, let's talk. You do want this training, send this email. All of this stuff says you're the right person, you want to talk to us, cool, let's have a conversation. Second part is doing stuff like I showed you over here with the two-step posts, right? You get that post in there and you do that and you start the conversation. The other thing that we do specifically is these weekly trainings. So we're doing specific topics, how to do this thing by increasing your retainer, by adding voice AI, have a group of people on there, and at the end of the call, we give them the opportunity to work with us further. So we're leveraging these by giving our people in our community a whole bunch of value. So they'll be happy to be on there, happy to get the value. And at the end of all of these calls, we're talking to them about how they can get more value from us. Do you want more direct help? Do you want more things? In order to do that, of course, we have to have the offer, right? And for us specifically, again, reverting back to the flywheel, moving on from evaluators to beginners, the beginner one is having a low-ticket course, GHL SaaS weekly coaching support call, 97 to 197. So again, you can grab our exact version of this directly below. You can actually try it for just $7. It's just a whole month or a whole week for just $7. You get direct face-to-face training with us. You get a whole course on client acquisition. If you want that, click below this video. There's a link, and you can actually see what our first step in the flywheel here is after nurture. And then the second one is all of that, but you're going to do done for you ads and content. So add a level of done for you stuff on top of that to monetize it further. If you're doing weekly trainings, if you're messaging your new group members, if you're offering these things in two-step posts, you're able to consistently monetize these people, especially if you're doing good training, giving value in here all the time, all of this stuff to help make that happen. So if you do that consistently, you're able to do it. And if we do a little bit of math here, what we really need to make $10,000 a month is either 10 of these $1,000 clients or 100 of these $97 clients. So what that means is, let's say if we need 10 of the 1K clients, right? So if we say we have a 20% close rate, 50% show rate, and you should have a way better than 50% and 20% close rates, by the way. It means you got to book. You want to get 10 clients, means you got to have 50 calls show, means you got to have 100 calls booked, right? To be able to hit that client with that math. So if you want to have 100 calls booked, right? If we say we add 500 new group members, you would need to book 20% of them through lives or messenger, right? Through these efforts that we're talking about here on how to monetize them. And that's what we do, right? By having these questions on here, like we talked about, you'll be able to book quite a few of them right away. The ones that fall through the gap, do these live trainings and get them on here. The ones that fall through that gap, do the two-step posts to be able to monetize this. Again, we have done this over and over and over and over again, specifically leveraging communities to be able to make these multi-seven-figure companies happen through our agencies, through multiple coaching programs, through our vertically integrated companies. All of that stuff has been done specifically on the back of communities. So hopefully this was helpful, guys. If it was, drop some comments down below. just to show that I'm doing this up for a reason. People are getting stuff out of this. I want to make sure. Otherwise, if you want some coaching from us specifically on client acquisition, if you're looking to do SaaS agency stuff or just SMMA agency stuff, that's what we do. You can trial it for $7 to get face-to-face with us, ask us the questions, see if we know what we're talking about, and we can kind of go from there. Otherwise, enjoy your beautiful day. Look out next week for another value drop and get shit done. I'll see you out there.